They are the darlings of the internet, the beloved companions of royalty, and the undisputed champions of the sploot. With their foxy faces, oversized ears, and fluffy loaf-like bodies, Corgis have waddled their way into the hearts of millions. Scroll through social media, and you'll be met with a deluge of smiling, happy Corgis living their best lives. But behind the perfectly curated photos and viral videos lies a more complex reality, a dark side that every prospective owner must understand before being captivated by the cute. This isn't a takedown of a beloved breed, it's a dose of reality. For the right person, a Corgi is an unparalleled companion. But to be that right person, you must be prepared for the challenges that come with this deceptively adorable package. Let's pull back the curtain on the Corgi conundrum. The Corgi's glorious, thick coat is a key part of its appeal. It's also your future nemesis. Corgis are a double-coated breed, meaning they have a soft, insulating undercoat and a coarser, protective topcoat. This combination means one thing: shedding. Not just a little, but a constant, year-round blizzard of hair that locals affectionately call Corgi glitter. Twice a year, they blow their coat, a process where the undercoat sheds in massive clumps, creating what looks like a snowstorm in your living room. During this time, daily brushing with an undercoat rake is non-negotiable. For the rest of the year, expect to find fur woven into your clothes, garnishing your food, and forming fur bunnies in every corner of your home. A powerful vacuum cleaner isn't a luxury, it's a survival tool. If you cherish a pristine, hair-free environment, a Corgi will shatter your world. Corgis were originally bred as cattle herding dogs in Wales. Their job was to move large animals, alert farmers to predators, and be the vigilant guardians of the homestead. That history is baked into their DNA, and it manifests as a loud, persistent bark. This isn't a tiny, yappy bark. It's a deep, surprisingly resonant big dog bark coming from a low-slung body. And they will use it for everything: the mail carrier's arrival, a squirrel in the yard, a leaf falling from a tree, your neighbor opening their car door, or simply out of sheer boredom. While this makes them excellent watchdogs, it can be a nightmare for apartment dwellers or anyone with noise-sensitive neighbors. Training can help manage it, but you will never fully train the bark out of a Corgi. Corgis are consistently ranked among the most intelligent dog breeds. They can learn commands quickly and solve complex problems. The dark side of this intelligence is a stubborn, independent streak. They weren't bred to blindly follow orders. They were bred to think for themselves while managing a herd of cattle. This means a Corgi often doesn't ask what, it asks why. They will weigh your command against their own desires, and if they see no point in it, they will simply ignore you with a look of charming defiance. Training a Corgi requires immense patience, consistency, and creativity to keep them engaged. They are masters of manipulation, using their cuteness to get their way. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. Their unique low-rider physique is undeniably cute, but it's also a significant structural vulnerability. That long back, supported by short, stout legs, puts them at a high risk for serious spinal issues, most notably intervertebral disc disease, IVD. IVD occurs when the cushioning discs between the vertebrae bulge or burst, compressing the spinal cord. It can cause excruciating pain, nerve damage, and, in severe cases, paralysis of the hind legs. Corgi owners must be vigilant for their entire lives, preventing them from jumping on and off furniture, managing their weight obsessively. Every extra pound adds strain, and often using ramps for beds and couches. A single bad landing can lead to a multi-thousand-dollar surgery and a long, difficult recovery. Do not be fooled by their modest stature. A Corgi is not a delicate lapdog. In their minds, they are 100-pound cattle dogs, brimming with the confidence, tenacity, and booming voice to match. This is the big dog complex, and it is a defining characteristic of the breed. They carry themselves with an assertive swagger, meeting the world with a direct, intelligent gaze that says, "I'm in charge here." This mentality means they won't back down from a challenge. They are utterly fearless, which is a noble trait that can get them into serious trouble. A Corgi will often confront a much larger, less tolerant dog without a hint of hesitation, potentially provoking a reaction that their short legs and long body are ill-equipped to handle. Owners must become vigilant advocates for their Corgis, managing interactions carefully and teaching a solid leave-it command. You cannot expect a Corgi to have the self-preservation instincts of a smaller breed. You must provide that judgment for them. They require the structure, rules, and respectful training you would afford a German Shepherd, not the coddling you might give a toy breed. You can take the Corgi off the farm, but you can't take the centuries of herding instinct out of the Corgi. This instinct is a powerful, primal force that will manifest in your daily life. Your family is their new flock, and their job is to keep it in order. This often involves rounding up family members by circling them, bumping them with their noses, and, most famously, nipping at heels and ankles. This behavior is not malicious aggression. It's the exact technique their ancestors used to move stubborn, half-ton cattle across the Welsh pastures. A sharp nip on the heel is a highly effective way to get a cow moving, and your Corgi sees little difference between a lagging bovine and a toddler who isn't moving fast enough. While instinctual, this can be terrifying and painful for a small child, and immensely frustrating for adults. It requires immediate and consistent management from the day your puppy comes home. This behavior must be patiently redirected to appropriate outlets, like a herding ball or tug toy, teaching them what is and what is not acceptable to herd. A Corgi's mind is a high-performance engine that cannot be left in idle. Bred to solve problems and work for hours, they possess an intelligence that demands daily engagement. A bored Corgi is a ticking time bomb of destructive potential. Their physical exercise needs are moderate, but their mental exercise needs are immense. Without a job, they will appoint themselves to a position of their own choosing, often as Chief Operating Officer of Household Destruction. This can involve systematically disemboweling your couch cushions, excavating a trench in your prize-winning rose garden, or perfecting their alarm system bark into a concert-level performance. To prevent this, you must challenge their brains. A 15-minute session of learning a new trick or playing a scent work game can be more tiring for them than a 30-minute walk. Invest in puzzle feeders, enroll in dog sports like agility or nose work, and constantly rotate their toys. A Corgi needs to feel useful and challenged to be a happy, well-behaved companion. Their soaring popularity comes with a hefty price tag. A well-bred Corgi puppy from a reputable breeder who performs all necessary health checks will cost a significant amount up front, but that is merely the entry fee. The true cost, the Corgi tax, is a lifelong commitment. Veterinary and preventative care. Beyond routine checkups, you should factor in the cost of high-quality pet insurance, which is almost non-negotiable for a breed prone to expensive issues like IVDD. Preventative care may include joint supplements to support their long back and regular dental cleanings. High-quality food. To prevent obesity and the associated strain on their spine, Corgis require a carefully portioned, high-quality diet, which is more expensive than standard kibble. Grooming. You will either be spending money on professional grooming appointments to help manage their shedding, or investing in an arsenal of high-quality grooming tools, undercoat rakes, slicker brushes, high-velocity dryers. Training and enrichment. Budget for puppy classes, ongoing obedience training to manage their stubbornness, and a constant stream of durable toys and puzzles to keep their brilliant minds occupied. Emergency funds. The risk of a catastrophic health issue is always present. A single surgery for IVD can easily cost between $5,000 and $10,000, not including the costs of rehabilitation, mobility aids, and follow-up care. Beneath the Corgi's cheerful exterior lies a predisposition to a number of serious, often heartbreaking genetic conditions. Their charming physique is unfortunately linked to several of these risks. Intervertebral disc disease, IVDD. As mentioned, this is the ever-present threat. A wrong jump or a sudden twist can lead to a lifetime of pain, expensive interventions, or paralysis. Degenerative myelopathy. This is a devastating and incurable autoimmune disease that attacks the spinal cord, leading to progressive paralysis of the hind limbs. It is often described as being similar to ALS in humans. A simple DNA test can determine if a dog is clear, a carrier, or at risk, making breeder transparency on this issue absolutely critical. Hip dysplasia. Despite their short legs, they can suffer from this painful malformation of the hip joint, leading to arthritis and lameness. Eye conditions. Issues like progressive retinal atrophy, PRA, can lead to gradual and irreversible blindness, requiring significant lifestyle adjustments for both the dog and the owner. This is why the mantra, "Know your breeder," is so vital. A responsible breeder is not just providing a cute puppy, they are a custodian of the breed's health. They invest thousands in genetic testing and health clearances, like OFA certifications for hips and eyes, to ensure they are producing the healthiest dogs possible. Choosing a Corgi from a source that doesn't provide this proof is a massive gamble with your future companion's health and your own emotional and financial well-being. To own a Corgi is to embrace a lifestyle of chaos, fur, noise, and sass. They will test your patience, cover your home in hair, and demand more of your time and energy than you might ever expect from a dog their size. They are not easy, low-maintenance pets. But for those who are prepared to meet their needs, the dedicated owners who embrace the grooming, commit to the training, stimulate their brilliant minds, and guard their fragile backs, the reward is immeasurable. In return for your effort, you get a fiercely loyal, incredibly smart, and profoundly comical companion with more personality than a dog twice their size. The dark side of owning a Corgi is real and significant, but for the right owner, it's a shadow that is cast by an exceptionally bright and loving light.